Welcome back to the Gobby Gaffer.
We've only gone and done it again. Another giant killing.
Although I have to say, we are the third best team in Spain at the moment, so why shouldn't we be beating Barcelona? Beating Barcelona! That's exactly what we've done. Let's have a quick look. So not too many games played. We are getting to a very exciting time of the season now. Whether we come out with a trophy or not, I don't know. But we beat Levante 2-0 in the league. I've made some signings, by the way, quite a few of them. We'll have a very quick look at those in a second because there's a lot to get through. The Spanish Cup fourth round, Alcorcon, 5-2 winning that one. And immediately followed that up with the next game, the Spanish Cup quarter-final. We always get Barcelona. I always write that game off. We actually beat them 3-1. We drew at Lazio in the Champions League knockout playoff round. And in the first leg, it was 2-2. We were 2-0 down. I had to change the tactic again to get us 2 goals to draw that level. Played Atletico Madrid, who are, at this moment in time, the 4th best team in La Liga. Home, 0-0 draw, little bit uninspiring that one. Today we have the second leg against Lazio. Remember the first leg, 2-2. We need a win in that one to get through to the last 16 proper. And then I'm going to go and play Valladolid. I'm going to go and play Valladolid off camera because then we have a semi-final first leg of the Spanish Cup against Bilbao, who are mid-table at the moment, and I think that is a winnable game. The other semi-final is 2 teams who are, well, one's near the relegation area and the other one's just below mid-table. We could actually win the Spanish Cup with the wind in the right direction. I did mention some transfers, so we're going to run through them quickly. There are quite a lot of them. As we know, Scotty went out to Leipzig, 32 million. Juan Garcia, that really strange transfer to Arsenal, 240,000. I mean, go figure, I don't know. Other than the AI wanting us to lose a Spanish player. Well, I've been out and signed some. So, Ruben Pulido, he was the captain, he was a team leader, but he was starting to cause a few problems. Almeria came in for him, 5.5 million. Travassos, the right wing back, again causing quite a few problems. Gijon came in, up to 4.9 million. And Thiago Thomas, there was nothing we could do about that one. He actually had a buyout clause of about 13 million. But once people started coming in for him, and he decided not to go, but then he got really grumpy about it. Don't really understand that. But anyway, in the end, we've got, he went to Saudi Arabia, up to 8.25 million for him. So coming in, we did need a right wing back to replace Travassos, but we also needed a centre back. This lad can do both of them. Brilliant mentals, very, very determined, great leadership. He's actually now our new captain, and it's Mario Gila, a Spanish player, yes, 26-year-old Spanish player, and he's fitting in really, really well. 3.7 million to Las Palmas for another Spanish player, 27-year-old Alberto Sorro. Right winger, but he can play all around the front. I've had him as a striker, but he can play all around the front. And obviously with Thiago Thomas going, we needed somebody on that right wing. A Japanese lad next, but he has got Spanish nationality. So Takahiro Nakai. My Japanese is just amazing. I'm sure you're all shocked. He's come in as a bit of a backup player. He's a squad filler. He's not really getting a lot of game time. He's not even in the Champions League squad, but he's there if we need him. Then a couple of loan players from Inter. Carlos Dominguez, another Spanish player, 26-year-old centre-back. And, well, he is very, very good, and he will definitely get some game time. And from Manchester City, again on loan, Filip Stevanovic. He can play on either wing, so he's a very, very good player. He's scored goals for us already. He's been playing really, really well. Quick look at the finances, 64 million in the bank. I have a transfer budget of 22 million. I couldn't really spend it. It was very, very difficult, believe me. The wage budget is a problem because in Spain, I didn't know this, but But in Spain, you can't pay your squad overall more than 650,000. So again, it was another curveball I had to work round. Thiago Thomas, I really had to sell him to bring somebody else in on lower money. Very, very difficult. Anyway, let's get stuck into this second leg of the Champions League playoff round, and it's Lazio. I'll see you in the dugout. Okay, let's get stuck straight into this game. So we have Gaddy in goal, back four of Lello, Niakate, Williams and Samsted. Bamba is the ball-winning midfield player. Appelkamp and Souza, the two in the middle. Cherlinov and Stevanovic are the two wide players, and Tengsted is playing today. Ivan Hazan actually got himself sent off in the first leg, so he's banned. And I'm really unimpressed with Bacciarina, the Rocco Bacciarina, the striker that I brought in. Very, very unimpressed with him. Let's hope Tengsted can put the ball in the back of the net. He can play striker. It's his favourite position. Let's hope he can do the job for us. And we do get a highlight on 5 minutes. Tengsted puts the ball into the box and there's a header over the top. And Lazio there with a header of their own, just goes wide of the post. We're going to give the lads a bit of a shout of encouragement. We're going to step it up to positive. But it is Lazio now. And the ball comes out there. Stevanovic does get to the ball, but he gives the ball away. I am playing a slightly different tactic here. I'm playing more of a balanced tactic, and it does seem to have cut out giving the ball away. But that's the first time I've seen it. Even against Barcelona, we were terrific in that game. Kept possession really, really well. So coming up to half time, very, very little action in the first half. 6 shots and 3 on target, and that is it. So we are going to give the lads a bit of a flea in the rear and say it's totally unacceptable. We need to be winning this game to get through to the last 16 and get some more money in the coffers. Tengsted isn't having the greatest game up front, unfortunately. So the lads are going out with a flea in the rear. Can we actually turn this game around? We do get a highlight here. And they're all queuing up on the edge of the penalty area. Ball in there. Can we get something onto that? Yes, we can. Appelkamp now, but he's back to goal. Fires the ball in, and that would have made a really nice goal, but unfortunately it wasn't to be. At 58 minutes, 2 changes. Bacciarina, he has had to come on up front. Tengsted not having the best of games, unfortunately, and Paolo has come on for Cherlinov, who constantly is tired. I don't know what is wrong with him, but he can't finish a game, Cherlinov. Very strange. So Onana kicks the ball out there for Lazio. I mean, it's not imperative we get through to the last 16. Like I've said before, we're not going to win the Champions League, but a little bit of prestige, a little bit more money, and that is absolutely awful. And having said that, this formation stops us giving the ball away. We've done exactly the same thing again. Defender there just gives the ball to a striker, and we're losing 1-0. I have no words. 76 minutes, the game is slipping away from us, unfortunately. Sora has come on as a shadow striker. Bodo has come on in midfield, and Fernandez has come on at left wing back. We do have a very, very, very tired team now, and I think this is probably going to be the end of us in this game. The tiredness in the camp now, and we're not going to do this, I don't think. Gad there slings the ball out to Fernandez, puts the ball down the wing. Paolo into Bodo. Vasco Souza, can he find a ball? Yes, he can. Bodo, he's got 3 players ahead of him. Place to Stevanovic. Vasco Souza into Paolo. Paolo bends the ball into the net, and we do have an equaliser in the 88th minute, and that was as nice a finish as you're ever going to see. A lovely goal there from Paolo off this left-hand side. Ball into the box there, and the ball breaks for Lazio. Lazio now, are they going to get a winner here? I really don't want this game to go into extra time. I really do not want it. We have a very, very tired squad, and we can well do without extra time in this game. So there's maybe 2.5 minutes into 4 minutes of time added on. Williams now with the ball back to Gad. I'm not sure whether we're actually playing for extra time now. I'd like them to get the ball in the penalty area, see if we can score that winning goal, but this is far from ideal really. And we have given the ball away again. In commentary games, I just seem to spend all my time saying we've given the ball away, and that is us done now. That is a shame. That is a great shame. And that is the end of our Champions League campaign. No disgrace, I have to say, no disgrace whatsoever. We did really, really well. The assistant manager is saying I can't accept a tie on aggregate. It's unacceptable. And most players seem to have taken that on the chin. Well, I have to say, I think the Champions League campaign has gone so much better than I thought it would. I thought we would have been rank outsiders in there, and we actually did ourselves proud. I thought we could have done that Lazio game after getting a 2-2 in Italy. I thought we could have done it, but it wasn't to be. But not to worry, we move on now. Game off camera, and then we'll be back for the first leg of the semi-final of the Spanish Cup. Can we actually finish this series off with a little bit of silverware? It would be very nice, wouldn't it? We'll see you very shortly. Well, a nice 2-0 win there against Valladolid, and we now have to play this first leg against Bilbao in the Spanish Cup. Let's get stuck in. So the team for today is Gad in goal, back four of Lello, TNG, Williams and Samstead. I mean, my word, have we had problems at right back this season. I brought this new lad in, Mario Gila. He's now team captain. He's got a 16 for leadership. Absolutely brilliant. He's got injured. I mean, we just cannot keep players fit for that right fullback berth. Three in the middle, Appelkamp, Sousa and Bamba. Marcus Paulo, who's just asked for a new contract. Playing really well, actually. I'm very impressed with him. So we've given him one. Stevanovic on the right-hand side, who again is playing very, very well there. And we have Ivan Azan back as striker today. And we do get a highlight straight away. I do feel like, I have a feeling in my water, we could actually win this cup. Real Madrid and we knocked Barcelona out, but Real Madrid are out as well. So I think if we can get through against Bilbao, then we can definitely win the final. But we have to do these two legs. We have got possession at the moment. Nice ball to Appelkamp. Paulo on that left-hand side, who cuts in really nicely and scores goals with his right foot, bends him around the keeper. We actually have the first goal, Ivan Azan. The referee is doing his usual thing though. Every goal of ours seems to have to go to VAR. Was that offside? It looks like it's going to stand. It does stand. So Paulo there is not only a goal scorer, he provides as well. And no idea why that went to VAR. No idea. Okay, so we're 1-0 up, and it's very, very early on though. But that's very, very nice to see. We're just coming up to half time. No more highlights in the first half, which is fine by me. We have the goal that we need. And the second half is underway. We've had 6 shots, 3 on target. Appelkamp now is going to float this ball into the box. Can we get the second? Stevanovic is going to have a pop, and that is pushed out, unfortunately. Stevanovic now to Paulo. Paulo there with a very weak effort, and that rolls into the goalkeeper's arms. Back with a corner, Lello there, far post corner, it's in the back of the net, and Ivan Azan gets his second goal of the game. We're 2-0 up at Bilbao in the first leg of the Spanish Cup. This bodes very, very well. And this was a lovely corner, a little bit high, but Ivan Azan there rides high, jumps high for it, sticks the ball in the back of the net with 2-0 up. 57 minutes, 3 changes, both wingers have been changed. Cherlinov and Sorrow have come on, and Javier has come on as the deep line playmaker. And we immediately get a Bilbao corner, which Gad gratefully clutches to his chest. Gad is going to bowl this ball out now to somebody. He needs to go left, really. There's more space left. Of course, he goes right. Williams, terrific defender, is wanted by quite a few clubs now. I'll be very surprised if we hold on to him. But so much space down this left-hand side for Cherlinov. And I think if that had been Paolo, that would have hit the back of the net. Cherlinov, not quite as confident. 70 minutes, last 2 changes. Both fullbacks have been changed now. Fernandez and Dominguez have both come on. And we come straight back to a highlight. Lello there with another corner. This time more of a middle for diddle corner. And Javier there picks up the scraps and smashes the ball into the back of the net. He's only just come on. And that is very, very nice from the young kid. Yeah, middle for diddle this one. Pings out. Javier there hits it first time. Absolutely wonderful. So pushing into the final stage of the game now. We have had long spells in this game with no highlights, but the important highlights, and we do get another one. Applecamp there, 4-0. We should be in the Spanish Cup final now, and I've high hopes for that. But yeah, there's not been many highlights in this game, but the important thing is there's been 4 highlights, 4 goals. Espanyol 4, Athletic Bilbao 0. Lovely goal from Applecamp. Again, struck that really well. And I'm just going to say that's as good a win as you're likely to see. And we are going to make this a 3-game episode. And you lucky people, a 3-game episode. We're going to see if we can turn over Athletic Bilbao. We've got a 4-0 lead from the first leg. We should be able to do it. Let's see if we can get into the Spanish Cup final. Well, we did have a league game scheduled, but for some weird reason it got cancelled and straight into the second leg against Bilbao, which to be honest is okay. I'm fine with that. Let's get stuck in, shall we? So I think we are going to stick with the same tactics, same formation, same players even. We've got Gad in goal, back 4 of Lello, TNG, Williams and Sampstead. The midfield 3, Applecamp, Sousa and Bamba. Marcus Paulo is out on the left-hand side. Stevanovic on the right-hand side with Azon up front. And we do get a highlight. And Bilbao have a corner, which is headed out. Applecamp there heads the ball away. We don't manage to pick up the scraps there. And the ball just skims past the post there. I would rather this game have not many highlights, if I'm honest. Let's just coast through to the final, and we don't really need those highlights, do we? We do get another one now. 7 minutes on the clock. TNG now with the free kick. I'm so glad I gave him a nickname. Vasco Sousa now. Lovely little ball there to Stevanovic. He's going to slide that into the penalty area, and that is it offside or is it a corner? I think it's a corner. A goal there. I mean, I think they're finished off anyway, but certainly at 1 goal now I think would finish this team off. The ball is headed out. Applecamp there heads the ball back in again. Applecamp, 3rd time lucky. He's going to slide it into Vasco Sousa. We do lose possession there. In fact, we did lose possession, but that comes to nothing. And Bilbao actually having the best of the game at the moment. Nearly half an hour on the clock now. Bilbao back with another highlight. Ball into the box. I'm sure they are going to score, but that's a header over the bar. I think if we can get to half-time 4-0 up, then you never know with football. The season that we've had, nothing is ever settled until the referee blows his whistle. Bamba, TNG, ball across to Williams. I can't emphasise what a great player he's been for us this season, Williams. Samstead now down this right hand side, ball into the box. Ivan Hazen there, and he's been burying those, but he actually heads it over the bar. Back with another highlight. Lello there doing some nice work there in the left back role. Wins the ball for us. Vasco Souza, the deep lying playmaker. Stevanovic, ball into Appelkamp. You've got some space left, and it is going left. It's very congested now, so they've moved over Bilbao. We maybe need to get this ball inside. And Paulo there, is he going to have one of his shots? He does, but this time it goes outside of the post. Back with another highlight. We're getting way too many highlights for my liking in this game. We really need a game where we don't get many highlights. But we're getting plenty in this game. Lello down the line to Paulo. Paulo into the middle. Stevanovic. And I just thought, I paused for a second there. Thought we might have got a penalty, but we didn't. So Atletico Bilbao now, it's been their game so far. They've been really on top in this game, and they do win possession. Ball now out onto our right hand side, or our left hand side, which we don't have covered at all, and that's in the back of the net. Nico Williams, who I did try to sign, but he's about a £90 million player, so we have no chance. And we're getting another highlight. The game is definitely trying to test us here, isn't it? 4-0 win in the first leg. It's now 1-0 to Bilbao in the second leg. So the game is definitely testing us. Ball over the top. And that has been given offside, luckily. Can we please have the half-time whistle, referee? Thank you. Oh my goodness, I mean, this is just unacceptable. TNG looking very, very disconcerted. So we're going to bring disconcerted. Is that the right word? I'm not sure. I'm getting a little bit lost for words. Right, we are going to push on a little bit in this second half now. I've pushed the lines forward a little bit. Let's give them something to think about. We do not want to concede a second goal. Gad there does his usual. He does that a lot. The ball comes at him and it's like, oh, a football. What am I meant to do with that? Okay, the corner now is coming in. I think this second half is going to be all highlights when we just don't really want them. And the ball's in the back of the net. Of course it is. It's 2-0 now to Bilbao. Not quite sure what's going on. Here was me saying we're in the final, but no. I don't want to see that, thank you. Another highlight now. Can we put the ball in the back of the net? No, we can't. The ball doesn't fall for us. Right, Souza now with the ball. Running into the penalty area. No, he's going to pass it back to Bamba. Bamba there, Souza, ball in. Can we get the ball in the back of the... No, we can't. We're not allowed to score. Oh my word, how frustrating is that? Bilbao have scored 2 goals and that was our chance to get one back. It just would not go in. And the keeper there takes that ball. Back with another highlight. Of course, like I said, we're going to get so many highlights now in this second half. Bamba now. Fortunately, we do have the ball. Ball through to Ivan Hazen. Can he? And of course, no, he doesn't. This game is going to keep us on our toes. The AI in this game does such an amazing job. Appelkamp now with the corner. Floats it in. This should have been an absolute cert, this game. But of course, no, it's not. And we give the ball away. And now Bilbao coming away with it. Appelkamp, some nice work, wins the ball. But no, it's given back to Bilbao again. 17 shots, 9 on target. I'm losing my voice in this game. We're losing 2-0. It's 4-2 on aggregate. Lello now with a throw in. Appelkamp back to Lello. Ball now picked up by Appelkamp again. Can we get a goal here? I feel if we could get a goal, it'd finish him off. We have got a goal. The referee's running to the centre circle. It's now 2-1. We're winning 5-2. Can we get to this final? I thought it was a racing cert, the final. But no, my voice is just about going to hold out, I think. Just about going to hold out. Paolo there with one of his trademark shots. This time it was a bit congested, but in the end the ball hits the back of the net. 64 minutes, 2 more changes. Bodo and Javier have come on in midfield and they're playing a little bit more defensively. Let's just see if we can keep this game tight now. It's 5-2 on aggregate. We do get another highlight though. I don't think I've seen a game for months with this many highlights in it. Gad now with the ball. What's he going to do? We normally have lots of space on the left hand side. The ball should go left, Gad, but of course he rolls it right again. He normally does do. Williams to Javier. Javier now, the more defensive deep line playmaker. And on that side we give the ball away and Bilbao are now coming back at us again. We need to watch the runners. Is he going to get that ball in the penalty area? Yes, it does go there eventually. The ball's headed just over the bar. We are going to start playing cautiously now. 20 shots, 10 on target from Bilbao. They've really given it their all. XG here, ours is 2.66, theirs is 2.52. We're into the last 10 minutes of the game now. Surely we've got this. Header out from Williams. But it's the pressure is being piled on here. Again, more highlights. Bodo there. He clears the ball. I thought we were going to pick that up there. No, we don't. It's coming back at us again. Bilbao again. I think they are going to score again. Great tackle there, but we don't come away with the ball. And a shot there that just skims the outside of the post. Another highlight. Gad again. This time does play it to the left-hand side. Niakate. He's just taking his time with this. Comes out to Lello. Lello down the line. Yes, down the line. Paolo now. What's he going to do with that? Into the middle. Bamba with the ball. Bamba plays the ball out to Stevanovic. Ivan Azan could finish the game for us here. He has done! He has done! It's 2-2 on the night. The referee's doing his thing again with the VAR. It's a goal check. This could win it for us, this. It's been disallowed. Oh my word. The AI is working overtime in this game. Absolutely overtime. I've never seen so many highlights in a game. I've never seen the AI work so hard to keep you on the edge of your seat. Williams now, Bamba, another highlight. I think there's probably going to be another 6 highlights. There's only about 5 minutes of the game left. Bodo now, Paolo. Can he hit that like he normally does? He can, but the keeper saves that one. It goes out for a corner. Oh my word. When is this game going to end? Surely now, 5-2 in the lead. Surely we've got through to the Spanish Cup final. Lello into the box, short or a near post corner this time. Stevanovic and just places the ball into Unai Simon's hands, and the goalkeeper says thanks very much. And yes, we are in the Spanish Cup final. Oh my word, I don't know whether my heart can take this. My throat certainly can't. I very nearly lost my voice through that. And I'm going to give the lads a real pat on the back. I'm going to say that's as good a win as you're likely to see, because I really want to big the players up. I'm not going to say, oh, we were a bit dodgy there, we could have lost that game. No, let's give the players a real pat on the back. And we're being rewarded there with a final against Villarreal, who are hovering above the relegation area. We are currently third. And yes, only 24 games played. It seems very strange playing the semi-final of a cup this early in the season, but 24 games played. We have got quite a few games in hand now on the teams around us. We have 50 points. The nearest challenger is Real San Sebastian on 44 points. Atletico Madrid, though, are on the same number of games as us, but they are 9 points behind. And weirdly, of course, I wouldn't know this because we never do really that well in the Spanish Cup. But the Spanish Cup final is on the 17th of April. So it's five games before the end of the season, the Spanish Cup final. Well, the next game you will see is that Spanish Cup final. And shiny silverware, anybody? Let's see if we can do it. We'll see you very, very shortly.